Ponima, my daughter is using differentials for regular use and no glasses when working on a phone iPad. For differential, she does active focus to see her school board. She finds it very difficult to change differential and normalize in school, so she's wearing differentials. Is that okay? Her hasn't reduced, but it hasn't increased as well. There's almost 10 months since we started. So for kids, it is a giant pain to make them wear two pairs of glasses. Kids is generally a topic that I'm hesitant to talk about because every year in a child's development is seemingly a separate story, right? Because there's so much else going on when they're small. Their motor skills are developing, so eyes are really important. Like good eyesight is really important, so they wander around there. Well, their social skills are developing. There's so much else going on that doesn't happen with adults. So I'm always like, wow, it's a deep rabbit hole to talk about kids' eyesight because I am not an expert on all the other things that happened. Fun fact, I spent some time with a child psychiatrist working with them together years ago, and I've learned so many things that made me go, woof, with kids. Prioritizing their development, their healthy social integration, their healthy physical movement development over activities that as adults are easier for us to integrate because they have so much else going on. So, for example, in a case like this, making your kid go to school and have two pairs of glasses might be right. Like I don't know, but as I'm looking at it from where I went to school or as I'm exposed to kids in school, you do not want to have your kid be bullied mercilessly by their classmates. Right? Kids are vicious because they have two pairs of glasses and they keep changing them. Could be worth the compromise to just say, what's an in between? Like, what can I read the school board with, but I can also read, it also works for a screen. If differentials work, then differentials are great. Problem with differentials is the distance is made for screen distance. Now, what if your classmate, on the other end of the room is smiling at you and she can't make out their face? Then she seems antisocial, might get shut out of the group. Do we now prioritize that they develop socially normally or try to prevent myopia from increasing, right? Like, and I would say you want to be super careful as a parent, and it's a parenting job. Like, that's not something I can tell you, and I'm super not wanting to get in the middle of that because that is such a big responsibility. If it was my kid, I would very much prioritize, you can see well, this is not traumatizing for you, this is not like a ridiculous effort, but I as a parent know the general direction, right? So in the evening, we're not watching movies on iPad, we're watching a movie on a TV. If on the weekends, I'm not gonna let you install TikTok on your phone, we're gonna go find hobbies that you enjoy. Like me personally with kids, my kids, like as soon as they're old enough, they're gonna learn kite surfing. I'm gonna make the extra effort to live somewhere where they can do stuff. They're gonna get kids jiu-jitsu classes. I'm going to try to find things that make the life default, not the screen. And then I'm not going to mess with them when it comes to their peer group and glasses. Even though I know you really should be wearing lower diopter glasses while you're looking at your schoolwork and higher diopter glasses while you're looking at the school board. I know I'm not going to make you do that because that's just going to be rough, right? As a parent, you really kind of have to go, okay, long term, right? I'm going to get the child back to 2020, but short term, I'm not going to mess up the rest of the life over there. Hopefully not too long, my answers here.
Meow, 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 meow.